There is so much to consider in our reading for today from Judges 4 and 5, Psalm 39, 41, and 1 Corinthians 13. Man, there's just a bunch of stuff in all of those passages. But the thing I guess that stood out in my reading for today was 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 4 through 8. It's a familiar passage, the love passage. Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself, is not puffed up, does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, is not provoked, thinks no evil, does not practice iniquity, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. But whether there are prophecies, they will fail. Whether there are tongues, they will cease. Whether there is knowledge, it will vanish away. Wow, so much to consider, so much to unpack. But just a couple of thoughts. One of the things that stands out is love rejoicing in truth. That seems to be a commodity that is in very short supply in these days. It's a time when men are calling truth a lie and a lie truth, when men are seemingly rejoicing in evil rather than in good. Truth has fallen in the streets and is being trampled under the foot of men who are of a perverse mind. Another thought that hits me is that love endures all things. You ever been fed up? Fed up so many times. Oh my. However, that doesn't seem to be too consistent with what this verse says, does it? Love endures all things. Fed up with people in general, family, friends, and just living in that condition in a general sense, just tired of it all. I am in need of patience with all of that, all that above. God has certainly been very, very patient with me, and I can say that I need that with other people. Then there's this matter of love never failing. It brings into question not only the quality, but the quantity of my own love. Certainly, God's love never fails. Thankful for that, aren't you? Man, where would we be if that weren't the case? God's love never fails. His love is perfect. Mine, on the other hand, is a little short, to say the least, of that standard. However, the love of God has been, and I can say this with confidence, shed abroad in my own heart as it has been in yours, so that we have access to that divine agape love that can become a part and parcel of our own love, so that we can love more and love more purely. That's because of his grace in our hearts. So with divine enablement, we can love as he loves. What an incredible blessing and a privilege that we have. Love that is spoken of here is agape love, the love of choosing. Love has been imparted to us, but we must choose to exercise that gift each and every day in each and every situation that we encounter. In order to do that, we must be absolutely surrendered to his will and his purpose in our lives. Is that possible? Well, in our own strength, an absolute emphatic no. I can't do that in myself, but with God, all things are possible. So then we are essentially without excuse. I am without excuse when it comes to loving as Christ loved. That's what I need to do, to love as he loves. First of all, to love him with all my heart, soul, mind, and strength. That's the key to the whole thing. How do I do that? I think it begins with the recognition of where we were and where we are now, where I've been brought from, the recognition of just how far from Christ I was, and what a great and wonderful thing it is that he has brought me near and forgiven all my sin. I've been thinking a lot the last days of the great transfer, taking everything that was on my account and putting it to Christ's account, and taking everything on Christ's account and adding it to mine. When I realized that, boy, how can I help but love him? Amen. I pray your love for him is growing today too. As we read about his love and his character in the scriptures and give ourselves to knowing him more, we'll find that that love will increase, for not only for the Lord and for other people. Amen. Lord bless you today.